think I may be running into a challenge which I've run into many times in the past, but I'm now running into it again. So I'm trying to chase too many chickens at once, and this is leading me to become frustrated. I don't know why I tend to feel excited for some strange reason. I just start feeling excited about goals and achieving stuff. And then all of a sudden I get overwhelmed by the things I want to do, and then I've got academics. Strictly speaking, I should just be a university student and get on with my university work. But then my overthinking self doesn't want to waste his life. He wants to exit the rat race before he even begins it. And he wants to make sure he's not a 90-year-old with regrets. So then I end up plotting a lot of plans on how I'll make money and how I'll do this before I grow old. And this podcast is one of the things. But I don't really know how far I'll go because I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm trying to juggle too many things at once. A good method I've learned to use to combat this is just listing out all the things that I want to do and then tackling them one by one. But so far that method has not been effective because I have ended up not actually doing the things. I've ended up not actually tackling the things one by one. So I need to formulate a plot or I'll end up in jail or shot, like Eminem said. No, I won't end up in jail or shot, but I need to formulate a plot quick. So should I list the things that I want to do? Probably should. I probably can list them out. So one of the things is get on top of my academics. And by get on top of my academics, I mean really learn how to use my academics in life. I'm learning C++ right now. Doing that in C++ would look like watching coding videos on how to do C++ and learning how to do difficult things in C++, getting ahead in my syllabus. So the same applies for statistics, seeing how statistics is used in real life, seeing what more can I do in statistics. But I feel like the only way I can actually do those things is if I really understand what we're currently doing in the current topic, of which I don't. But perhaps I can actually do those things during my study sessions, dedicate an hour to just see how exactly these different things are applied to real life scenarios. So the academics part, I've already got that in check. Maybe dedicate an extra hour of studying to just try read ahead and see, even if I'm behind, try read ahead. So that part is cleared, it's sorted. I will try that this week. The second thing is it's really got to do with my personal goals. So I've already got my public speaking business up and running. I offer public speaking lessons. And I really want to grow that. I really want to grow it and advance it. But to be honest, the progress has been really slow. I'm taking my sweet time and developing my material to teach people. I'm taking my sweet time and it's taking too long. And the same applies to my Python learning journey. I've been wanting to learn Python for a couple of years now, and I've made minimum progress in those years. And I think it's time to actually get on top of my game and get on top of things. But as Brian Tracy once said, you never really get on top of things. You think you want to get on top of things, you never really get on top of things. You'll constantly be behind in life. And that's why he wrote the book Eat That Frog, of which I read the book, well, more listened to the book. But now I wrote down all the steps, but then I wrote down on my to-do list that I have to find ways to implement the lessons I learned from Eat That Frog. So maybe I could try implement the lessons this week. So already this week we're already gonna be doing two things. We're gonna be implementing the steps from Eat That Frog, and we're gonna be doing our reading ahead, which is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. Now, what is the third thing that I've wanted to do? Well, the third thing is to really start my podcast and start my YouTube videos and do all these things, of which I can turn this into a YouTube video and I can post it on my podcast app. So that's already a thing that I can do. So maybe all I needed to do was to just let out everything on my podcast. Maybe there was only one thing that I needed to do, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So thanks for listening, guys. You have really helped me sort out my brain and arrange and organize the steps of what I should be doing right now. Appreciate it.